YouTube, what's happening? Zay Learns in full effect. I want to talk about the importance of semen retention, how it has a great impact on your confidence or female attraction. For me personally, semen retention, this journey, but for the past 3 years have been challenging, but at the same time, so effective in my own personal life. Now, I stopped watching any type of porn. You want to keep it user-friendly. And I also, 6 years ago, however, there was these ups and downs. I didn't release or anything. However, I didn't, 3 years ago was the time frame where I was like, I'm not watching anything, not one. I'm not even gonna have it in my realm or in my eyesight, because it has an effect, porn has an effect on your brain and your dopamine. And when that type of behavior has an effect on your dopamine, it has an effect on your whole body and your ability to function as a man when it's time to, do the thing. However, that's not the main reason why I started this journey of semen retention. It was because I was thinking to myself, you know what? I was not getting the results in my life that I wanted. Even before doing semen retention, I was still putting in work and putting in time, whether it be in my job, whether it be in my finances or in school. However, there seemed to be some type of something that was holding me back. And I really had to look internally and really realize what was holding me back, especially in my personal life. I just didn't have any confidence. And then I just didn't have the selection of women that I wanted. And I don't just owe it all to semen retention. And once again, I said this before, semen retention is not a God. It is a tool that God provided to us as men to use to better our lives. And the thing is, semen retention, that's just a name, but this is something that has been going on for centuries, a bunch of centuries. So now, since we have all this technology and all this information, it's so easy to get caught up in porn and all these things that will distract us as men from being focused on our purpose and our mission. The biggest effect of porn is how it has an effect on your brain and not to have the ability to perform. And you get distracted, and it loses a sense of reality for what women are. And they have to live up to this expectation of what you see on a video, and that it's not real. And that has an effect on men's psyche, and it had an effect on my psyche for a long time until I got delivered from that. But there's many men that are out there that have that issue. But once you get out of that issue and realize, you know what, internally, I gotta do better. I gotta make this change. And 3 years ago, I believe in November 2019, I made that change to say, I'm not watching any of that stuff. And it changed my whole life. And how it changed my life, it made me focus on finding ways to create attraction for myself. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie, female attraction was a huge part at the beginning. I was like, you know what? I gotta do something. I gotta do something better for myself and be able to attract the women that I want in my life. But then I realized even though I was putting in work, there's so many levels to semen retention that creates attraction. And one of the levels is your work ethic, and purpose and drive. And with semen retention, the first thing that I noticed when I was on this journey is that, yes, I became a little bit more irritable, because, obviously you're not, releasing and doing all that. That was the biggest thing that changed in my life, was my drive. I reading that book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, that forced me to channel my energy towards reading books. It forced me to channel my energy into going to the gym, waking up in the morning, being able to watch what I eat. And because of those traits and that level of energy and drive that I had, other females were drawn towards me. It's almost like, it's really animalistic in a way, because there's pheromones inside our body when we retain our seed, and it's like other, I don't know, it's just some type of intuition that females get, and it's hard to explain, but you start to notice subtle cues that you wouldn't have known had you been caught up in watching the corn, or being distracted by things that lose your drive as a man. So I started noticing these things, whether I'm walking to the store, going to the store, or just in my everyday life. I just started to develop more confidence. Before, I was a little bit shy of going up to a woman and saying hi or talking to them. But because of that energy that I have in my body and not releasing, it forces you to get out of your comfort zone. And the ways that I got out of the comfort zone was, like I said, going to the gym consistently, waking up in the morning, and just taking care of my body and watching what I eat. And by doing that, I started developing attraction. I started building, growing a beard. 3 years ago, I couldn't even grow a beard. But it's almost like, in a way, you start developing traits of attraction by just subtracting from any type of behavior that was holding you back. And by doing that, it's almost like you're being rewarded by being disciplined. And by being disciplined, another thing is that with semen retention, another level is that you develop self-control. And a lot of men nowadays is so much instant gratification in society, and you want it now, you want it instantly, and that's not how the world works. It takes work, it takes time, and it takes effort. And to develop your body, to get money, to build attraction, it all takes time, it all takes effort. And women notice that. And you notice when I said this, it has nothing to do with the highest level of money that you have. A lot of it has to do with developing confidence. And that confidence is developed by taking care of yourself. And how you take care of yourself is retain something that you already have. Every man can retain what they have. And if you do that, you're already doing better than 80 to 90% of the men in this world, just by retaining your seed. I think that's it's so huge, because the women, they notice that kind of stuff. They see that, And it's not based on getting their validation, because that's not what it's about. It's about developing the confidence within yourself to where it's like, you know what? Whether this chick finds me attractive or not, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm unfazed on whether that person finds me attractive or not, or it doesn't affect you, because you're already, you develop this self-control within yourself, and that creates confidence to where you don't need to have validation from anybody or any person. So that's what I have for today. Just understanding the importance of not only female attraction with being on semen retention, but also understanding that you develop the confidence by retaining your seed and channeling that energy towards area of your life that you want to improve on. And when you do that, you develop the confidence that you need for yourself, but you also do get the female attraction, but that is an addition. That's not the main goal and the main focus. And when you use that, and when you realize that female attraction is not the main focus, it's just an addition, it's anything, it's an additive. And when you see it as an additive and you're focused on keeping the main thing, whether it's focused on your grind, your destiny, that's the main purpose and the main focus. And when you do that, females will want to be towards you and connect with you, because they're like, what's going on with this dude? I'm kind of interested in what he's doing. And that's what happens. But it all starts with making sure that you retain what you have and retaining your seed, because that develops the confidence and everything that you need as a man to build and grow and create. That's what we're called to do as men. Once again, that's all I have for today. I'm Zane Lawrence. Till next time, deuces.